So I have a little piece of advice that was shared to me by a small engine guy. A few years back, we took a bunch of our small engines to a local small engine fixer guy, and he is really super good. And he said 90% of the problems with small engines are caused by using, low-grade fuel with ethanol in it. He said they sit there and they gum up and the ethanol gets in there and it messes everything up. So he said what you need to do with your small engines, especially the ones that are sitting all the time, like your generators that you maybe only use once or twice a year, or the rototiller that sits 6-8 months of the year without running, he said was to try and source some premium gas from supplier that doesn't have ethanol in it. And there's a few of them around. You'd have to kind of look to see locally who does that, but certainly for sure go with premium gasoline, and then to put a fuel stabilizer in it. So we have a jerry can here that is just dedicated for premium, and right now it's empty. But we take it to town and we fill it and we put stabilizer right in that jerry can, and that's our dedicated small engine premium gas. Now, if you're running it all the time like your lawnmower every week, you go, holy cow, that's expensive, and I get it. So what we do on engines that we are running constantly, like every year, is to we'll fill them up at the beginning of the year with some premium with the stabilizer, just to get the old gas burned out of them, and then towards the end of the season we'll switch back from using regular in them. Like we'd use regular in them throughout the season, and then at the end of the season we'd switch to the last couple times over the lawn or whatever with the premium gas, just so that it goes into storage with premium gas with the stabilizer in there. And you'll be amazed at how easy everything starts the next year. There's none of this gummed up stuff. You might have to prime it if it's been sitting for a while, but that's all it'll take. Prime it, pull it, and away it goes. Regular gas sitting in a gas tank without any stabilizer in it, it loses so much pop around here. In about 3 months, you'll have to drain the gas out and put fresh gas in, or it doesn't even have enough oomph to start the engine. So that was just something that he told us, and since we've started doing that with our water pumps and our generators and loader engines and all these engines that we just use intermittently, the amount of trouble we've had with them is just basically almost nothing. The occasional thing like we're fixing here now, but that problem with bad gas is terrible. The ethanol in it, they say it's good for your environment, but it's sure not very good for our small engines. It just soaks up the moisture out of the air and causes no end of trouble. So the other thing that he told me that was super good advice that I'd never thought of, he said when you go to fill your jerry can at the gas station, he said pull up to the pump and select premium, but he said make sure that you pump about the first couple of gallons into your car, if your car will take premium. He said because the hoses and everything are still going to have regular gas in them from the last guy that came and filled up his car. So if you go there with a 1 gallon jerry can, select premium, and fill up your 1 gallon jerry can, by the time you get done, your jerry can will probably be full of pretty much regular gas, but the hose will be full of premium for the next guy that comes along. So basically you won't get the advantage, and you've paid for it. The next guy won't even know he's getting premium. So he said what you do is you take your car, you dump a couple of gallons of premium into your car, and then fill up your jerry can. And so whatever's left inside that, you just need to purge all of the regular gas out of the line at the gas station before you start filling your jerry can. That way you can be assured that your jerry can does indeed have premium gas in it. And so when you leave, I've never done this, but when you leave, you've left the hose full, which is probably a couple of liters or half a gallon or whatever, the premium in the hose. So the next guy to come along, he's going to not even know it, and he's going to be putting that little bit of premium in his tank. So I guess if you're really super cheap, you could select regular and empty that out. But so we got our premium gas. All we got to do is add our stabilizer of choice to it. I happen to have some sea foam here because it's stuff our local Napa likes to recommend. So 15 mils per liter works out to about 2/3 of a can to 20 liters or 5.3 gallons. So I'll just dump that in there and shake it up. There's a can of super gas ready to go. Anyway, hope you're having a good day.